town. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another fun-filled half hour of great country music on the Wilburn Brothers Show with Loretta Lynn, Harold Morison, our special guest Pam Miller, and Louie Roberts. And now, here is one of America's favorite country music stars, Miss Loretta Lynn.
Well, here he comes, and I know what I'm gonna say. My mind's made up, and I'm leaving you today. Well, I'm tired of asking you where you've been, tired of all this misery I'm in. 2 steps forward and 6 steps back again. Well, my clothes are packed and I'm heading for the door. Dum-a-doo-deedle-dum, gonna done me back no more. Help, Teddy, where you been? Tired of all this misery I'm in. 2 steps forward and 6 steps back again. 2 steps forward and 6 steps back. Used to think I didn't want to go. These tears in my eyes are not for real. I'm just putting on a show. I'm leaving this time, and that's for certain. Not much I ain't crying, not much I ain't hurting. 2 steps forward and 6 steps back again. Yeah, 2 steps forward and 6 steps back again.
I'm going to tell you, what's that, I'm going to tell you, you should have put in the do-do-do-do-do's there when you forgot the words to that, Laura. Help, Teddy. Did you hear that? Somebody answer that phone. It might be California calling me. I might get to go to Hollywood someday. You never know. I got on television. It's a lot of fun to visit with you folks each week, especially when you have folks like Harold Morison to work with. Make him welcome to our microphone, will you?
You see me scared in it. Wait, say, Short.
Short. I've got your seat.
Had you noticed none of these guitars has got a strap?
Well,
I suspicion there's a strap thief among us.
a strap thief?
I know what a strap's for, though. One of them razor straps, don't
Do
you?
you? That's a
Let me get down
good-looking guitar
here.
you got. That's a Grammar, isn't it?
Yeah, ain't that a pretty thing?
Let me get
Can you hear me?
Let me get out of your seat here. The
Oh,
old
you're
man's
all right.
about down in his back, you know, and I
You about
thought
down
maybe you
here?
might have a little funny to tell us or something.
Well, it's a happening, what it is.
Oh, the funnies are happening?
You know, we stop at a lot of truck stops, you know,
Right.
visiting across the country. And I stopped at a truck stop the other night, and there was 15 hippies rode in on 15 motorcycles.
15 hippies
Yeah, I
at a
never
truck
can-
stop?
Yeah, roar in. You know how they roar in.
Yes.
And there's an old boy, as a truck driver, sitting in there eating supper, and one of them hippies walked over there, and he picked up a big handful of gravy and just smeared it all around in this truck driver's vest. The other one walked over and got a handful of mashed taters and crammed them in his ear, you know. He never said a word, and the other one come over and squirted ketchup and mustard in his hair. Still never said a word, and finally he finished his lunch and got up and, you know, left. And one of them said to the guy that owned the restaurant, said, "That feller wasn't much of a man letting us go around there and smear that gravy and stuff all in his hair and everything." Old boy that run the restaurant said, "No, he wasn't much of a truck driver either. He just run over 15 motorcycles out there."
Well, that'll do.
That'll do for
That'll
Del,
do,
won't it?
yeah.
The dog. Whoop, that Rocky. Now, Pappy couldn't read or write, and it got him in a jam. He brung a batch of dog food in, thinking it was spam. He said eat the entire bunch as happy as a lark. We didn't notice nothing wrong till he began to bark. By this time he was in the yard, but doing no great harm. He whipped the cat and jumped the fence and run around the barn. Mama called us all to look, said, "What's he doing there? How come he's standing on one foot with the other in the air?" get Paul, but he arrived too late. We told him Paul lit up the road after getting through the gate. The doctor said he'd passed our Paul back there a ways not far. He wondered why a man that age was a running after cars. It was maybe 2 weeks later we finally heard from Paul from the little town of Hinesville in northern Arkansas. The headlines told the story of how disaster struck. Man scratch himself on a city street, run over by a truck.
Oh, that's fine. Harold Morison. A mighty good job. We'll have some more fun in a minute, friends, right after we make a little bit of money. You know, we have to pay our own way. Watch this message. Those of you that are regular viewers of our show each week know that we try to introduce you to some of the youngsters that are coming along in country music. And this young man here, his name is Louie Roberts. And he is a newcomer to the Wilburn Brothers show. This is his first visit, Teddy.
Yeah, did you notice he's playing a grammar guitar just like ours, same color and everything, except they picked his before it got right.
Oh, yeah. All right, yeah. Louie, where are you from?
I'm from Greenbrier, Tennessee.
Greenbrier, Tennessee. Well, now, that's not too awfully far from Nashville. How long have you been singing?
Well, all my life.
Mostly all your life. And I know that you've worked a lot of television. In fact, you're on your way as soon as you finish here to Philadelphia. You're going to do the Mike Douglas show.
Yes, sir.
We'll be watching you. But before you go to Philadelphia, I want you to do some good singing for the folks that watch our show each week. Will you do that? Louie Roberts, ladies and gentlemen, make him welcome, will you please?
Don't worry about me. It's all over now. Though I may be blue, I'll manage somehow. Love can't be explained. It can be controlled. One day is warm, the next day is cold. Don't pity me,
sun comes up and brings the dawn as usual. When I awake, I find you're gone as usual. But I can't find a way to let this crazy heart of mine forget. I pretend you're still beside me yet as usual. Each evening I take a walk as usual. I make believe that we still talk as usual. People always stop and stare. I guess they just don't see you there. Don't they know you'll always be right here as usual? Today I looked into my mirror as usual. I told myself that you were still here as usual. And as I stood there telling lies, the tears began to fill my eyes. 'Cause I know I'm only fooling myself as usual.
Here's Loretta Lynn to sing a great Betty Sue Perry song for you called The Home You're Tearing Down.
I don't know your name, I wouldn't know your face, but you're out with the one I love out there someplace. You have an invitation, feel free to come around. Come over anytime and see the home we're tearing down. Want some happy faces would have met you
steal away home. I ain't got long to stay here. Steal away.
I was walking in Savannah, past a church, decayed and dim, when slowly through the window came a plaintive funeral hymn. A sympathy awakened and a wonder quickly grew, till I found myself environed in a little Negro pew. Out front, a young couple sat in sorrow nearly wild. On the altar was a coffin. In the coffin was a child. Rose a sad old Negro preacher from his little wooden desk, in a manner rather awkward and with countenance grotesque. And he said, "Now, don't be a weepin' for this pretty bit of clay, for the little boy that lived there's done gone and run away. He was doing finely, and he appreciates your love, but his sure enough father wanted him in that large house up above. The Lord didn't give you that baby by 100,000 miles. He just think you need some sunshine, and he lent it for a while. He let you love and keep it till your hearts were bigger grown. And these silver tears you're shedding now is just interest on the loan. So my poor dejected mourners, let your hearts with Jesus rest, and don't go criticizing the one what knows the best. He's give us many comforts. He has the right to take away. To the Lord be praised in glory, now and ever. Let us pray.
My Lord calls me. He calls me by the thunder. The trumpet sounds within my soul. I ain't got long to stay here. Sheriff and police riding after me, yeah, coming after me. My sheriff and police riding after me, and I feel like I've got to travel on. I play around and play around this old house alone. Summer's almost gone, yeah, winter's coming on. I play around and play around this old house alone, and I feel like I've got to travel on.
Friends, we're all going to have to travel on. Pam Miller, come in here. Pam Miller was going to sing for you folks today. She records for RCA Victor, but our time is all gone, hon. Will you come back and see us next week, maybe, or maybe another time? Fine. Friends, we've had a lot of fun. Thanks to Louie. Where'd Louie go? Here he is, back here. A great job. You come back to see us, too. Friends, we'll see you next week. Same time, same station. Bye for now.
You're invited to be with us next week, same time, same station, for another Wilburn Brothers show.